We went to a website called as start.spring.io, where we have selected a project and we added a web dependency and we downloaded the project. After that, we imported the project to Eclipse and we were able to add our controller and we are able to add a code related to Hello World. This is what yesterday, last class I have explained. Okay. Now, third option is STS. STS stands for Spring Tool Suite. It is a one more Eclipse specially designed for Spring features. Only Spring features, one Eclipse. So I don't want multiple Eclipses in my computer. One Eclipse for Spring, one Eclipse for Java, one Eclipse for C++, like that. I want only one Eclipse which will work for everyone, everything. So I want the normal Eclipse, but I want Spring features. So we have a STS plugin. There is a plugin which will be there, STS plugin, where you need to go with STS plugin. So normal Eclipse as well as STS plugin. This is a fourth approach where I'm going to use in my regular classes. All my regular classes, this is what I'm going to use. Spring Tool Suite plugin on our Eclipse. Okay, Spring Tool Suite plugin based on our Eclipse. So our intention was, so where we'll go to Eclipse. Guys, please kindly concentrate here. Everyone concentrate here. What I'm trying to teach here is how to add Eclipse plugin to our Eclipse. Our Eclipse which is downloaded, how we can add STS plugin which is having Spring features to our Eclipse. That is where we go to help, you go to marketplace. In help, you have an option called as marketplace. It will take some time based on your internet speed and your system and everything. You need to wait, sir. You need to be little bit patient here. Some computers, it may take more than 2-3 minutes also. In some computers, based on your internet speed, based on your computer RAM, it will take 2 to 3 minutes also. You need to be little bit patient here. Okay. So it will take some time. What I have done here, I went to help. Within the help, I have an option called as Eclipse Marketplace. I'm finding an option Eclipse and I'm going with Eclipse Marketplace. So it is going to load. It will take a couple of minutes, at least 1 minute or 2 minutes it will going to take. And yes, you got a list right here. Lot of you got it. Now you need to type STS here, a keyword called as STS, and click on go. You need to type a keyword called as STS and click on go button. Okay, there you will see Spring Tools 3 standalone edition. Spring Tools 3 standalone edition or Spring Tools 4 based on your Eclipse, either 3 or 4, both will come, either 3 or 4. So first you try with 3, because some everyday Eclipse is having every month it is having its rolling version. In some Eclipses 3 is not working, in some Eclipse 4 is working. Okay, you need to try. In my computer, Spring Tools 3 installed, already it's installed, and for you will get an option like install. Like this you will get it. If you click on install, next, it's a simple installation. You'll get 2-3 boxes. Next. Okay, after that it will restart the Eclipse. it is going to restart the Eclipse. So what I have done here, help, marketplace, I clicked on STS and I clicked on go. You need to take standalone edition. This only a Spring Tools 3 standalone edition. Don't take add-on. It's an add-on, guys. Don't take add-on. Either Spring Tools 3 or Spring Tools 4. Either of these two you can install. Okay, either of these two, and it is going to restart Eclipse. So this is where we can go with XTS plugin installation. Now, how we can know that Eclipse STS plugin is installed or not? How we know that is file, new, okay, first time file, new, other, file, new, other. You'll find lot of options in other, where you'll find an option called as Spring Boot. You're able to see how I reached there? How I reached there? File, new, other, and just you need to expand Spring Boot. You're able to see Spring Boot option, Spring option, Spring Boot option. Here, Spring Starter project. Spring Starter project. It is going to create a new Spring Starter project. You click on next. Okay. Again, it is going to start.spring.io only, but it is giving to her a demo application. I don't want demo here. Hello world in STS. Hello world in STS. A Maven project. Java 11. Maven project. Java 11. com dot naresh it dot hello world. Hello world STS. Just I'm writing package name and group name. I'll click on next. What dependencies I need here? Web dependency, right? Web dependency. You need to select web dependency. If you select here, it will come here. If you unset, that will come. You need to select Spring Web, next, and finish. So that a new project will be downloaded here. It will going to create a new project, Hello World in STS. It's going to create a new project. It is going to create here. It will take little bit of time. So it will take, still it is building. It will take some time. Yeah, it is done. So you see here, Hello World STS, pom.xml, whatever the things I write manually, everything is packaged here. Parent tag, arg.springframework.boot, Spring Boot starter parent, version 2.7.5, and one dependency we added, Spring Boot starter web. Right? These are the two things I added in my manual case, right? Also, it is created bootstrap class. By default, it is going to create a bootstrap class. Mr. Sridhar, kindly go on mute. Mr. Sridhar. And guys, I am telling you everyone, class is at 9 o'clock means don't join at your available time, 9:20, 9:15, 9:10. We all have the names who will join at what time. Okay. Please don't join late and ask for you join for late and ask for the class. Everyone should be available by 9:2 or 9:3. 2 minutes here and there. That's it. At least I'll start by 9:5 and I'll take 10:5. Please very, very, very cautious in attending the classes. It's my humble request. You are joining at a sharp time. Don't think that it's a time pass course. Please, it's a humble request. You need to join at the right time. In the couple of days, I'm monitoring who is going to join at what time. And if the same participant, I'm telling again, I don't want here today 33 people have joined at sharp 9 o'clock. And 9:3 or 9:5, we have 40 people. After 9:5 to 9:18, 10 people. Those 10 people, kindly tomorrow, you should be available by before 9:1 or 9:2. Okay? Yes. Now this is a bootstrap class. It is getting created automatically by the framework only. You no need to write that. And our intention is just we will write our controller. Our business logic only. Everything is created here. I no need to do anything here. I created a project. Okay. I am writing hello world controller. So which is equal to, I am going to write public string get hello world return welcome to Spring Boot hello world through STS plugin. Welcome to Spring Boot hello world through STS plugin. And what I need to write here, two annotations. I'll going to explain REST controller. And today only I'm going to continue on this. What is REST controller and request mapping? Value is equal to slash. So these are the two annotations I added. Okay. Now, how to run the project? I need to manually go to Bootstrap class. I need to click on right click, run as Java application. Right? This is the regular way of calling, right? Sir, if I have 1,000 files in my project, I got 1,000 files in my project. It's difficult for me to go to Bootstrap class, right? Where I need to go to Bootstrap class, I need to run, right? It's difficult for me, right? That's why Spring Boot is given option. Right click on the project, run as Spring Boot app. Whenever you install STS plugin, you will get this option. Right click on the project, right click on the project, you will find an option of Spring Boot app. Run as Spring Boot app. It is going to install or it is going to run. Ideally, it will go to Bootstrap class, it will run. What it does actually, rather than you are going manually to Bootstrap class and run as Java application, all those things, you don't need to do that. Right click on the project, run as Spring Boot app. You need to do that. Okay. Now it is going to have, it is running. Now you are able to see that same thing here. Tomcat is initialized. Web application context is created. Tomcat is running. My application is started. So if you see here, localhost colon 8080. welcome to Spring Boot Hello World through STS plugin. So the same output, we got it. Okay. So these are the n number of ways where we can create a Spring Boot project through normal Spring approach, but you need to write a lot of code through Spring initializer approach, where you need to go to a website, you need to download the project, and you need to import the project. Or else you don't want to go to anywhere, you can have a STS plugin and you can create a project. So these are the three different number of ways where we can create a Spring Boot project. Okay. As of now, anyone has any questions? As of now. Guys, everyone is able to hear me clearly and everyone is able to see my screen and everyone is comfortable. Am I right?
Sridhar here.
Mhm.
Sorry, actually, I joined today only. I couldn't start from the join from the beginning. So whatever you covered till now, it's available in the Google Classroom, right? I just wanted to
Yes.
check.
Yes.
Okay, I will go through it and maybe I will raise my questions if I have anything in the next.
Today is your first class?
Yeah, today is the first class. I joined late.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still people are joining. 50. Who is that person who just joined? 53rd participant who just joined.
Sir, it's me, Afia, sir. My another system is having problem. I joined from here.
Okay. Okay. You already there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm already there, but that system halted.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. Just I surprised 923 also joining. That's only okay. Thank you.
Sorry.
Okay. Right.
Yes, sir. Like I have one question. Like
Please.
the request param you are giving. It's in the request mapping you are giving.
I
One
didn't
slash.
explain. I didn't
No,
explain the question.
just I mean in the URL localhost 8080, if we will put on one slash, then it will going to load that page or not?
Correct. It is going to get the page. Correct.
Yeah.
But I'll explain.
Yeah,
I need to
sir.
explain how it is calling and what is the mapping. That is what I'm able to explain today. Okay. Right. As of now, any other questions, guys? Is everyone is clear? There are 64 participants are subscribed to my course, and this is my second class only. In the second class itself, 11 people are not joining. First class itself. I don't know what kind of interest you people have. 11 people, total 63 or 64 are subscribed to my course. So those who are listening to my recorded session, kindly make sure that you are paying money and it's your responsibility to join the class. In the first class itself, if you are not joining, then what is the kind of interest? I don't know. So those who are having 11 people, because I'm not talking to you, those 11 people who are watching to this particular recorded session, please make sure that you join to the class. Okay, right. Now, my next point is, yes. How many of you till now any questions in Google Classroom Access, both in notes as well as videos? Still anyone has any clarifications are required? I'll take one by one. As of now, anyone has any queries regarding Google Classroom Access for notes as well as for videos? Is everyone is clear?
Sir, hello.
Yeah.
Sir, up to yesterday, videos are there in Google Classroom. Up to yesterday, or how many days you put in?
By default, till whatever, till yesterday. I mean, yesterday there is no class. That's why there is no video. Day before yesterday, till day before yesterday, everything is available. Okay.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, sir, it taking too much time to upload in that analysis IT portal for video.
What do you mean by too much time? It is taking 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 1 week?
Yeah, 1 day, I think. In the day before yesterday class still not there.
Day before yesterday's class still not added?
Yeah, I mean to November. Yeah, still in that.
Okay. By default, it will take 8 to 10 hours. Minimum time is 8 to 10 hours it will take. Okay. Minimum time is 8 to 10 hours because it is recorded in the Zoom website from where it should be downloaded and it should be converted into a, I mean, by default, it will download it into a normal format and they are going to lock it with a third party software and they will upload. It will take minimum 8 hours to 10 hours. But by default, day before yesterday class, it should be available. Maybe I'll check on that. But by default, it will not come immediately after the class is over. It is not going to come immediately. But notes, I'm going to upload immediately. Okay.
Yeah, just now I checked just before I think it's uploaded because I check in 9. It's not there. Now it's there. I mean, just I think they have
Yeah.
uploaded.
Kindly, please, before you raise any point, kindly cross check your terrain. Okay. Kindly, you need to cross check. Okay. Blindly, don't say that it is
No,
not.
it's
Okay.
not there. Before joining the
Okay.
class 9 p.m. It's not there. I have checked.
Maybe. Yeah, that's right. Okay. But I hope it will be available, but it will not be immediately available. After class is over within 1 hour or 2 hours, it will take minimum 8 hours minimum time. Okay. But mostly they will, my class is the priority for Naresheti because I requested them to upload immediately. But anyhow, it will be not immediately available that I want to share. Okay. But my question is, as of now, is there any other guys when I'm asking Ravi Kumar, Mr. Ravi Kumar, you there? I clearly mentioned in the last class, those who are not able to access Google Classroom, first of all, Hangouts link is completely, I told 3 times or 4 times. I'm not really sure. Hangouts is not required. I'm going to remove Hangouts. It's only till you join. Okay. Don't ask next time Hangouts. Okay. It's only till you join. Mr. Ravikumar, when you are available, why don't you speak? Please don't tell that my headset is problem. I'm having in a crowd area. I'm having some issues with those silly reasons I don't like. Okay. When you are joining to a class, you're going to a war. After going war, I don't have a sword. I don't have a time. I don't have a patience. So like those silly reasons are not required. When you are coming to an online class, it's your responsibility should have a clean room where no disturbance and a proper headset where you can speak, where you can listen. It's my minimum basic prerequisite. Okay. Yeah. If you're not able to speak, that's fine. Kindly tomorrow onwards, you should make sure. And I clearly mentioned, send an email to online Naresheti support at Naresheti and copy me and add your payment screenshot. Did you have you done that? Sending blindly any message in the Google chat will not help you. I'm telling you, Ravi Kumar. Okay, either you need to reply me through chat or reply me over phone, over a call. Okay, kindly sending a chat message, it will not help you. You need to get in touch with admin. If admin is not responding, kindly drop an email to online at Naresheti, support at Naresheti, and this is my email. Add your payment screenshot. Okay, then they will add you to the Google Classroom. Otherwise, it's a waste of sending a chat message and giving your email, and that will not help you. Okay. I'm not really sure. Still, you are not speaking. You are not typing and you are not speaking. This is not fair. Okay. Fine. It's up to you. Right. Now, I repeat my question. As of now, any confusion by anyone in
Hello, sir.
accessing? Yes. Ma'am.
Yeah, a little bit confusion. So you are writing in controller class, right? Method and everything.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit forgetting, sir. I'm very new to Spring Boot. That is my problem, not your problem, sir.
So what I can do for you, ma'am, to resolve your
Sir,
confusion?
yeah, two times. Can you tell two times? This is controller class. This is STS application like that. Can you tell? just
Yeah,
for 2 days only.
definitely, ma'am. Sure, I'll do that. Okay,
Yeah, thank you so much, sir.
no problem. I'll do that. But Miss Mamata, ma'am, your responsibility. I'll teach
Yeah,
2 or 3 times. It's my responsibility. Okay,
yeah, yeah,
but your
thank you.
responsibility is if you're not able to follow,
Yeah,
you need to ask the question.
sure, sir.
For example,
Mm.
I spoke 3 times. Okay,
Yes.
but still you're not able to follow. You need to ask, sir, I'm sorry, I was not able to follow. Can you teach again? It's my responsibility that I need to teach till everyone is able to follow.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is my intention. Okay.
Thank you
Not
so
only
much.
to Mamta, everyone. Because I recommended everyone to join, even though you don't know Spring. I only recommended you to join my course. If you don't know any other things, it's my responsibility. But at the same time, for example, Spring is there. I'll not cover entire Spring. You also need to do some hard work. Completely don't depend on me. Okay. My responsibility is whatever I teach, it will fit into your brain. That is my responsibility. Okay. The one who is speaking 157370. I don't know how to speak your name. By default, whenever you import project, it will come. Automatically it will come.
Hello,
Or
sir.
else.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, I'm Kapil. Hello.
First of all, are you using mobile data?
No, sir.
Your voice is not at all. We are able to hear you. Completely breaking. Please don't join this particular Zoom meeting with mobile data.
No, sir. I have a laptop.
Sir, I'm asking you. Mobile data, network connectivity. I'm not asking from mobile.
Yeah. Mobile network.
So if you use mobile network, we
Yes.
cannot reach you. You cannot follow me. Use your Wi-Fi. Better, a streamed internet connectivity. If you use mobile data, I cannot get your question also. Your voice is completely breaking.
Okay.
It's a problem at your end. Okay. Sir, first of all, online class, minimum prerequisites. If otherwise, go for offline class. Okay. Online class, advantages are there, disadvantages are there. Advantage is traffic, saving the time in traveling time, reaching to Naresh Shetty and again back to your work. Completely traffic nowadays is very hectic. So you are going to save the time and you are going to save the journey. That's the advantage. Disadvantage is you need to keep your network connectivity in such a way that you should feel that it's an online, it's not an online session, it's a mutual session of classroom session. It's my responsibility that I'll make you that it's an offline class only. In that way, I will teach. But you should have a proper internet connectivity. You should have a proper headset. You should have, don't join this class from mobile phones. The reason why I'm stressing this much time, these many times, if you join from mobile phones, the screen will be very small and you'll be distracted with WhatsApp, Facebook, Instas, and you'll never concentrate on the class. Okay. Make sure that, again, I'm telling 3 points. By default, everyone, I'm asking you 3 points. Join at right time. Join from laptop with good internet connectivity. Please use proper headset and ask the questions rather than chat window. It's preferable. So these are the points which I want to join at the right time. Join from laptop where you have a good internet connectivity, and please use the proper headset and ask the question. Ravi Kumar, specific to you, kindly make sure that I want to hear your voice tomorrow. Okay, please make sure that you have a headset tomorrow and resolve your Google Classroom access levels, and don't ask me from again, sir, I didn't get. I'm not responsible for that. I clearly mentioned, get in touch with admin, okay? Or drop an email to online@naresheti at support@naresheti and copy me and add your payment screenshot. If you are not doing that, I cannot help you. Okay? Not only Ravi Kumar, to everyone. As of now, anyone has any questions? Okay, right. Now I'm going to, what is REST controller? First annotation I'm going to explain is what is REST controller. That is what I am going to teach. Okay, first. So by seeing this particular diagram, what is we are able to see, that is we have different front ends. Angular front end, React front end, Spring MVC front end, Node.js front end, Go client front end, Vue.js front end. These are the different front ends from different technologies. Angular is one of the framework, or it's one of the technology where we can develop a front end with Angular. React is a one more framework we can develop using a React library. Spring MVC is a Java where you can develop a front end using Spring MVC. Node.js is another technology stack where you can develop your front end. Go language, Go client, Vue.js, like a different. jQuery, Marinate, Backbone, GWT, Ajax, lot of other things are also available, but I have not written all those things here. Popular front ends I mentioned here: Angular client, React client, Spring MVC client, Node.js client, Go client, Vue.js client. These are the popular front end frameworks. Okay, right. Now Spring Boot application is a middleware. We can think of Spring Boot application is a middleware. What is the meaning of middleware? Means it does not have any front end, dedicated front end. It does not have any dedicated front end. It can be connected with any of these front ends. You can choose your own Angular client, you can choose React client, you can choose any of these things. Spring Boot is completely a middleware. Okay, assuming that a real-time example, assuming, okay, a best example. I'm the owner of a Paradise Hotel. My business is hotel business. I'm the owner of one of the Paradise Hotel. Assuming that, okay. Now I can take orders offline as well as online. Customer can come to my hotel. They can place order, or they can place order through online by using Swiggy and Zomato and Uber Eats. Am I right? These are the popular front ends. Assuming that Swiggy is developed in Angular, Zomato is developed in React, and Uber Eats is developed in Node.js. Assuming, it's assumption only. Okay. So Paradise can take a order from Angular. Paradise can take a order from React. Paradise can take a order from Node.js. Where Paradise Hotel is a middleware system. Okay, it can connect with any front end. Data will be available front end. So data saving, data retrieval, saving the data and retrieving the data, we can use Spring Boot. And completely front end is a different framework I can choose. This is called as a loosely coupled architecture. This architecture is called as what? Loosely coupled architecture. What do you mean by loosely coupled architecture is, okay, previously, olden days, if I take Java as my option to develop software products, if I want to work on a project, if my company chooses Java as a skill set, my front end is in Java, my controller is in Java, my middleware is in Java, everything is Java. I cannot change any of the products. That is the drawback. But slowly, when days are goes on, front end one framework, middleware another framework, database another framework. Anything I can change as per my demand. Today I am using Spring MVC as my front end. Tomorrow I can remove Spring MVC, I can add Angular. No impact on my Spring Boot. Today I am using Spring Boot as middleware. Tomorrow I can use PHP. No change to Angular, no change to React. If one of the layer is changed, it will not impact the other layer. Today I am using Oracle as my database. Tomorrow I am taking MySQL. No need to change my front end, no need to change my middleware. Loosely coupled architecture. Like one more example, just like mobile phones and chargers. It's the best suitable. Mobile phone and charger. When initial days of mobile phones, Nokia phone comes with Nokia charger. Samsung phone comes with Samsung charger. LG phone comes with LG charger. Right? Motorola phone comes with Motorola charger, which is a tightly coupled, right? For example, in a family, father, mother, daughter, son, having four different mobiles. They need to carry four chargers if they go to some place. Is it correct? It's a tightly coupled. Your phone is tightly coupled with charger. But once smartphone comes, one charger with any phone. I can carry one charger. I can use that charger for every phone. That's a loosely coupled architecture. Understand? So, as of now, what I am trying to convey the message is Spring Boot is considered as the middleware which can connect with any of the front end. Angular front end, React front end, Spring MVC front end, Node.js front end, Go language, and Vue.js language. Any of the front end where we can connect. And Spring Boot application is considered as a middleware. It will be considered like as a middleware which can connect to any of the front end. So this is called as a loosely coupled architecture. The meaning of loosely coupled architecture is if I change my front end, it will not impact middleware. If I change my middleware, it will not impact front end. If I change my database, it will not impact front end and middleware. So one change in one layer, it will not impact other layers. That is a typical introduction of a particular middleware system. Everyone is clear on this point here? What I teach here till now, we can choose different front ends. We can choose different middlewares. Where Spring Boot is one of the middleware system, can easily connect it to any of the front end. Is that clear, everyone? As of now, anyone has any questions?
Clear, sir.
Thank you. Right. Mamata, are you clear? I don't, I hear Mamata
Yes,
only
sir.
ask. You're clear, right, ma'am? Yeah,
Yes, sir.
please. Yeah, thank you. Please don't think otherwise. I'm stressing your name. Please, I'm not stressing.
No, sir.
Just to make sure that are you following clearly or not. That is the
No.
only intention.
It's
Okay.
my pleasure
Fine.
to call, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Right. Right. Now, what is REST controller? Is nothing but it's an entry point. REST controller is an entry point for all external front ends. Entry point. What is an entry point? It's a entering area. For example, if I'm going to a software company, receptionist is the place where we can enter, right? So something like REST controller is an entry point for all front ends. What is an entry point? Means any front end will connect to REST controller in posting the data as well as retrieving the data. So front end two tasks. I can post the data as well as I can retrieve the data. Front end can do both the things, posting the data as well as retrieving the data. So it will talk to controller only. So Angular may ask, hey controller, can you give me data? So controller will give the data. Now suppose I'm entering my Swiggy data, entering my order on the Swiggy screen. I click a button on submit on the Swiggy screen. It will post the data to the Paradise Hotel. So REST controller is an entry point where Angular or React will post the data to REST controller. Angular or React will retrieve the data from REST controller. It's an entry point for retrieving the data as well as saving the data. So that is a clear picture of REST controller. Okay, sir, by default we can have n number of REST controllers. Okay, in any real-time project, how many features we have, how many features we are going to have, that many REST controllers we are going to have. That many REST controllers we will have. Okay, how many features we are? Yes, posting means saving the data and sending the data. Afia, if you don't mind, rather than typing on the chat window, I prefer speaking so that everyone will understand also. Okay,
Okay,
if
okay.
possible. Okay,
Okay.
that's why it's my humble request. Okay, because today only I told, tomorrow onwards everyone should come with headsets. Okay, please don't, I mean it's a request actually, it's not order or it's not a demand. Please don't type anything in the chat window. Please communicate so
Okay,
that
sir.
your communication skill will be improved and everyone can listen to your question and everyone I can easily understand. Okay, fine. So posting means yes, sending the data and saving the data. Retrieving means getting the data, right? Yes. In any real-time project, how many features we are going to have, that many REST controllers we are going to have. Like, for example, in a e-commerce framework like Flipkart or Amazon or any of the framework, product controller will be there, which means product, it will give the product's data. I can create a product, I can update a product, I can delete a product, I can retrieve a product. So product controller will be there. In every e-commerce application, customer will be there. Customer only place orders, right? If customers are not there, can we run e-commerce framework? No. Customers is another feature, right? Invoice is another feature where I can create an invoice, I can update an invoice, I can retrieve an invoice. Payment, all payment related functionalities. Discount, all discount related functionalities. Shipping, process shipping, returns, reviews. Like these are the features in a typical e-commerce framework is concerned. Okay, product related things, product controller, customer related things, customer control, invoice related things, invoice controller, payment related things, payment controller, discount related things, discount controller, shipping related things, shipping controller, returns related things, returns controller. So every controller is going to have a specific service provided by the business. For example, I'll take a banking application. Okay. For example, I'm taking a banking application, right? In banking application, how many controllers are there? Assuming that I'm a developer of SBI Bank. If I'm the developer of SBI Bank, what are the operations I'm going to have? Savings controller, correct? Current account controller, fixed deposit controller. Next, home loan controller, personal loan controller,
Car loan controller.
correct? Maybe vehicle loan, maybe car or anything, right? Any vehicle. Mortgage loan, like that. And credit card, debit card, etc.
Sridhar here.
Yes.
Is it mandatory that we need to have so many controllers? Like, one controller for loan handling?
We'll
And
discuss. It is all
okay.
depends on our design. It all
Okay.
depends on our design.
Okay.
Whether are we going to cover, are we going to have one loan controller? Inside loan controller, I can have savings account, current personal loan, home loan, mortgage loan, all depends on your business. And we'll discuss in detail in microservices. Okay.
Okay.
It's a good question and it takes 6 hours to I take 6 hours to explain in depth on that. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
It's an early question, I can say that, but it all depends on our design. Okay, right. Now, these are the controllers for a banking application. These are the controllers for e-commerce application. Just I am explaining in such a way that how we are going to have controllers, REST controller. So that is the entry point for an application where we can send the data, where we can retrieve the data. For example, I am placing an order. I will take invoice controller dot create order. If I'm doing a payment, payment controller dot process payment. If I want to start shipping, if I want to know the status, shipping controller dot get status. If I want to know the product rate, product controller dot get product. Like that, different controllers, different functionalities we are going to have. That is a typical introduction of a REST controller. REST controller is an entry point from a Spring Boot perspective in posting the data, in retrieving the data, in sending the data, as well as in taking the data. In any real-time project, how many features our project is going to have, that many REST controllers we are going to have. And we have explained, okay? So the meaning of a REST controller is REST protocol plus controller in Spring. We already have a controller in Spring. To the same functionality, if I add a REST protocol, that is called as REST controller. In other words, what exactly REST controller means? At the rate of REST plus at the rate of controller. Already we have controller annotation in Spring. And in Spring Boot, we are going to have at the rate of REST controller. It's a one interview question will come. What is the difference between at the rate of controller, at the rate of request REST controller? This is the interview question. Okay. By default, REST controller in Spring Boot, controller in Spring. What exactly the difference is? Okay. REST controller is mainly over calling an API over internet. Anyone can call REST controller. Angular can call, React can call, Node.js can call, Spring MVC can call, all whatever the different technologies can call the REST controller. But whereas controller, only Java frontend means at the rate of controller is, okay, at the rate of controller means it will have JSP as a front end and Spring MVC as middleware. That means you will get only call from JSP only. You cannot call controller from Angular. You cannot call from React. You cannot call controller from any other external framework. You can only call controller from a Spring MVC, like a JSP page or HTML page only you can call. From rest of the programming languages, rest of the technologies you cannot call. Controller is specially designed for Spring MVC application. REST controller is specially designed for any application can call, any front end can call Spring Boot through REST controller. There's a typical difference between controller and REST controller. REST controller is by default, REST controller is exposing our service. Sridhar, kindly go on mute. I cannot say n number of times to everyone. Okay. REST controller means exposing our business logic over internet. Paradise Hotel creating order. I am exposing over internet. Swiggy can call, Zomato can call, Uber can call. Right? But whereas controller is to be called only in the intranet, in the same premise or in the same application. I cannot call a REST controller from Angular. I cannot call controller from React. I cannot call from Node.js. Only it can be called from either JSP or Spring MVC application, which is written in Java only. I can call that. So that is a typical introduction part of REST controller and difference between controller and REST controller.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
And what about time leaf if you're using a server-side?
Time leaf is a Spring Boot UI framework. Spring Boot UI framework. Initially, when Spring Boot is created, they thought of dominating Angular and React, and they created a framework called as TimeLeaf, which is a UI layer, but it is not up to the mark when compared to Angular, when compared to React. Performance wise, scalability wise, and responsiveness wise, and lot of front end related activities wise. Angular and React are dominated all the other frameworks, and completely Timeleaf is nowhere useful in real time. Only if you want to do any POCs in Spring Boot, if you want to showcase some Spring Boot feature to your customer, you cannot take Angular, you cannot take React, right? Only for small applications or small POCs, you can use Timeleaf. Timeleaf is a dedicated front end in Spring MVC using Spring Boot. Okay, is it clear?
Okay. Okay. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thing is this controller and REST controller.
Mhm.
Can I make any controller as a REST controller, or
Yes,
do I need to add
any
some
control, nothing. I can make any controller as REST controller. Just you need to add a REST controller keyword. For
Okay.
normal controller is the controller, right? Any controller I can make REST controller. Any REST controller I cannot make controller, because
Okay.
controller should be called only from a Java only. It cannot be called from external framework. Understand?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It's a good question. Yeah. Any other
Sir,
question?
sir, one question actually. So when we use controller, right, and when you said that it can be called only by JSP and Spring MVC middleware
Correct.
combination. So
Correct.
does that mean that front-end and the back-end layer has to be deployed on a single server, or any JSP application deployed on different server and any MVC application deployed on a different server can talk to each other?
It all depends on how you use a load balancer, how you use hardware configuration. So the answer is, if your entire stock is on Spring, okay, all should be available in one server. But if you want to have multiple servers, you need to have global load balancer. It's a typical hardware configuration. It depends, nothing related to software. Is that clear?
Okay, so basically you're saying like when it is possible, like the JSP deployed on a different server and MVC.
It is possible. It is possible.
Okay.
It is
Okay.
possible. But it's not a software change, it's a hardware change.
Got it. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? As of now? And I've explained clearly how to download the notes from Google Classroom, how to import a project from Google Classroom, how to open a PPT from Google Classroom. Okay. So today's topic is Hello World through STS. So I am uploading zip file. Okay, guys, if everyone is clear, we'll take tomorrow class. Tomorrow, I'll teach in depth of REST controller, in depth of request mapping. Today is completely coding session. By tomorrow, the introduction part will be over. From Monday onwards, I will start data JPA as my first topic. Data JPA as my first topic. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day. Thank you all.
Recording stopped.